I've arrived in this beautiful train station, and as you can see, they've managed to maintain the traditional architecture of this place. In fact, this is made from cypress tree wood from Alishan, but that's not the only special thing about this place. This area specifically is well known for its glass industry. So today, let's follow the bottle. I am Alana. I was born profoundly deaf, but that doesn't stop me from exploring new adventures. A strong environmentalist, I love spending time outdoors and trying delicious vegetarian food and playing with the animals. Join me as I discover more about Taiwan, including its offshore islands. Follow me!
Hello, Alana.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to our
Thank
factory.
you.
Yeah.
What's your name?
TA.
This is where all the recycled glass comes to.
Yes, you are right. So all of the recycling glass will be our site.
What is the process when you receive tons and tons of recycled glass? How do you process all of that?
When we are recycling it, to remove some big impurity, for example, like plastic or metal, to remove it. So after remove it, when we'll do the color sorting. Next step is crush it and sieving to different size, and it can be a new material we can use.
All your products made out of recycled glass, or do you ever get new glass?
Normally we use the recycling glass over 90%, but sometimes we will add some different kind of raw elements. Actually we will put in, but actually it's for color or for the forming.
The main ingredient is this?
Yeah, it's this, like West, but actually it's very valuable for us.
Yeah. Okay. Wonderful.
Actually, this one term is very important, is the circular economy. Because our resource is limited in the earth, so we need to reuse the material once again and once again. But one thing is more important is you need to make the final product is more profitable. So that's why we need to do this all of the process to let people to use this material better.
Yeah. So recyclable material, you won't run out of resources.
Yes.
And profitable.
Yeah, profitable.
It's a win-win.
Yeah, it's a win-win.
Awesome.
Now this glass is like from the furnace. It's big, like the big rock. So after cutting, it will be very beautiful. And here inside is our tourism factory to let people to understand what we are doing.
Lovely.
Yep. In Japanese government, the Chinese people are ready to learn how to manufacture glass. For this period, we also manufacture, but it's for very high-end products. No people can use the glass.
With a high skill.
Yeah, a high price. So, but after 1960, it became very cheaper.
Understood.
But after 30 years later, you can see some glass becomes more technology. For example, like your TV panel, mobile phone panel, it becomes another industry.
How is it different to use recycled glass versus fresh glass? Because you mentioned there's two ingredients needed, glass and heat. So how is it different if you're using recycled glass and new glass?
Yeah, actually glass can be recycling 100%. You need to separate very well. Because if you mix together, it can be not recycled.
Unstable?
Yeah, unstable. To be put in the furnace cannot melt, or you didn't know the melting point.
Yeah.
But after we sorting very well, it can be very good. And actually, we also have very special process is environmental friendly furnace. It's all from electricity, without the gas and oil.
No gas?
No gas and oil. that's very nice for the environment.
So why was it important to this factory to use this one?
Two reasons. One is because it's environmental friendly. We're doing the recycling one, so we hope to do a better furnace. And second one, actually we can get the better quality of glass. Because the temperature will be higher. Because use the electricity, it's very nice. Yep.
So the higher temperature makes the glass better quality?
Yeah, we decide by ourselves.
This looks very difficult to me.
Yeah, you're right. It looks like masters. Maybe just do one piece in one day. We use different kind of the glass powders and we attach it, so it will become very beautiful, like the painting.
I love the mixture of colors on here.
The mixture is. So some of them, the shape is also very difficult. For example, like it's hollow one, and for this one, it's very straight. The shape of this is very hard. And for this one is for the Taipei.
Okay, Taiwan bear.
Yeah, Taiwan bear. So Alana, this one is how we made the foam glass in insulation block. We will make the glass to be a powder and forming again.
So this is thinner and more and more fine.
More and more fine, you are right. So it will be a new raw material. And this one is more special. This one is our furnace. So you can see some heat. Looks very hot, right? So be careful when you get in this furnace area. We keep the 50 years ago the factory status. So you can have a look to see a master in our process.
We can go in there?
Yeah, go into the furnace, okay?
Okay.
Be careful, be careful, okay?
Let's go. But be careful.
Yeah, you're curious, but you can try by yourself.
I'm not a master.
It's okay, I can teach you. No worries. So, let's go. So you can feel the furnace.
I'm standing about 5 to 10 feet away, and I can feel
So that one is furnace. This one we call it glory hole to increase the temperature.
Okay. So there's an even harder furnace. This one is 1,200 or 300 degrees Celsius, and the one that we're about to go see is 1,400 degrees.
So when you want to get some glass, you need to get down and take some. But very hot, you can test.
Oh, it feels like being under the Australian sun. It feels like
It's like a sun, right? Yeah.
It's like being in a shipwreck sauna. I can't even stand there for longer than a few seconds.
Glass recycling for the environmental friendly actually is one thing is very important because glass is the lower benefit of the old recycling material. So we need to do a lot of efforts to do the glass process to be a useful item. But when we finish this process, it can be a new raw material. For the raw material, it's not enough. We also need to do some high value add product. So some of the master help us to do the recycling glass to be a very beautiful vase or beautiful cup and bowl. All of this item is higher value.
From the glass process is very time. Have to get it right. Have to get the timing right, which is why we have a master helping us.
Okay, good. To be okay. Okay, good. Thank you. It's cooling furnace.
What temperature is this?
It's around 600 degrees. 600.
So from 1,300 to 1,600.
Yeah, half.
How is he going to
the glass arts, we manufacture it
Yeah.
by our master. So you do a process the same, similar.
Yeah.
So you can see it's very difficult. It's not easy at all. Very nice.
As I'm looking through here, I'm noticing that there's a lot of different techniques
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah,
make
yeah.
glass, very different skill, very different use of colors and glass and shapes and everything.
So you need to control the temperature, speed, and the glass raw material, a lot of things. So
Yeah.
actually it's difficult to do the glass art.
How do
And
you make
limited.
that?
But this one use the mold. Your mat will be more like this.
Oh, this is the one that we
Similar,
just made.
similar. Yeah, you just made.
I thought this was a glass recycling factory, but this doesn't look like glass.
It's very special glass.
Oh,
So
and
it's-
it's light. It's very light.
Yeah, you are right.
It looks. And so this, what properties can this be used for? You mentioned music and heat.
I show you.
Oh, okay. It's like a sponge.
Did you hear this music? Very nice, huh? And where they put it? Oh, very small. Yeah. Good. For sound insulation. Yeah, cool. Huh? We have another property very special. Is fire resist.
Fire resistant.
Do you want to have a look?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I show you the fire resist. So actually, it's burning. The burning on this brick, you will not see any smoke.
That's not gonna melt.
No, not at all.
This is made out of glass.
Yeah, one side is 1,100 degrees burning. Another side, after 2 hours,
Yeah.
it just with 85 degrees. So you can test it.
Oh wow.
Wow,
I
it's
don't
cool,
feel
right?
any heat at all.
Yeah. It's a normal glass. So when it's burning, you will see. It will become very red.
How hot is this?
It's around 700 to 800 degrees. See?
Yes.
It melts. It melts like this. I hope to invent some very new idea into the glass recycling. For example, like the building material, as I mentioned, is the insulation brick. It will be very nice, and every people will use it. When the people use this material, it means the front-end recycling will play very important roles in the world.
After exploring this exciting factory, I now have a deeper appreciation for the skill and the craft that it takes to be able to master glass artwork. I also know now that it's not only beautiful art pieces, but it can also be used for very valuable things, as TA showed us. Now, this place does a great job of recycling glass so that it doesn't go to waste. Next, I want to go see a place that takes recycling to the next level. Do you want to join me? Follow me. Hello. Hello.
香山这一块以前是一个商区，可是我来的时候，它变成一个很乡下，都是老人家带小孩子。那这个中间的人跑去哪里了？我一直在思考这个问题。
Miss Lowe kept thinking about how to keep people in this town, so she started to bring residents together to build edible landscapes and advocated for a low-carb diet. They started with teachers and students at a nearby elementary school, then started with children and teachers at other schools in the neighborhood who were also willing to participate in these meaningful activities. Next, she started looking for unique local features. She also reused garbage for creative and artistic purposes.
我来介绍一下，这个是我们潮山最有 知名度的最有象征性的就是招潮蟹，这个是我们的那个玉米树脂电子做的脆饼。
There's corn! I can eat it! Besides making many kinds of fiddler craft decorations, they also reuse milk bottles from cattle farms in this community to make a Christmas tree. This Christmas tree was named after the ranchers that care for the cows in this community. The bottles were cut and pasted by locals using their imagination. Miss Lowe hopes that we can preserve a better environment for future generations, which also offers better health.
我们这块湿地，我们叫做香山湿地。那这块湿地是北台湾最大一个潮间带湿地，它总共有1600公顷。那这里的话，湿地一般我们下去看得到，都是属于甲壳类的螃蟹为最多数。那这里的螃蟹，都不具食用价值，它却是食物链里面一个最底层的一个生产者。我们这个潮间带，它本身也具备了净化的功能。1996年，国际拉姆萨公约组织，他们把我们香山湿地列为候鸟保护网的一环。国际上的一个生态来讲，或是就我们本身台湾的一个生态来讲，它是一个很重要的一个地方。好，这里香山湿地，我们现在下来这个地方，因为它是属于沙质地，所以在这个退潮的时候，水还有点水分的时候，那我们就看到很多圆滚滚一个点的，那个就是我们这里数量最多的和尚蟹。
In 1996, these wetlands were listed as part of a very important conservation area. Many unique creatures can be found here, such as migratory birds, crabs, and other animals. You can see all those little dots you see in the distance. Those are monk crabs. This is called the monk crab because the shape of the crab resembles a monk's head. And what's interesting about these crabs is that they actually walk straight instead of sideways like most normal crabs, but you can see this one is moving straight. There we go. Now I think I'm gonna send him home because this guy is probably quite scared, so shall we put him back? Okay? The major problem these wetlands are facing now is pollution. Another problem is the big highway that was built right next to this 1,600-hectare wetlands. This attracts many tourists, which makes it extremely critical to receive an educational orientation to avoid hurting these creatures. In fact, the best way to observe intertidal animals intimately is to observe them using binoculars from afar. Well, I'm looking at the crabs and I'm noticing that even though they're actually quite scared of us, I mean, everywhere we walk, they all burrow back into their holes.
如果我们到湿地里面去进行踏查的时候，然后注意就是说不要去踩到生物。可是看完之后，一样的我们要把它放回去它该有的环境。现在我们前面看这个白色的，这个比较小的，这个我们叫青白招潮蟹，然后在后面一点的那个比较大只的，那个我们叫做湖边招潮蟹，那它的大螯是红色的。
Yeah, these crabs are more easily scared, so we're keeping our distance right now and looking at them through binoculars. This place certainly has stunning scenery, but is also very well known for its glass industry. And TA showed us today that they also have a very eco-friendly way to create their glass masterpieces in the way of recycling glass. They are able to create beautiful sculptures for our enjoyment. They also created very functional purposes like the building materials we also saw. So that's one example of reusing using the glass material, we also saw other examples within this community of recycling other materials besides glass for enjoyment and other purposes. And through those methods, they are able to create beautiful environments like this that the community and the folks enjoy. And you can tell from this area that the community truly appreciates the environment and the atmosphere here, because they often come together to work to make this an hospitable environment for several different creatures that live here, such as the crabs that we saw today. So we all work together as a community to reuse and recycle the materials to create this stunning scenery. I am letting the elderly dress me up today so I can go and join their community activities, all sorts of fun things that older people like to do. What is happening?
左手右手比较大，然后不怕风浪，哎，然后在海边玩得很开心，所以说住在这里最棒。